guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa. Hope you guys are as excited as I am for today's video. It's going to be a little bit of a long one. I'm going to do almost a full face of trying new makeup, and I also have a new eyeshadow palette. So I just thought I would put these, instead of separating them out, I thought I would just put them all into one video because I have other palettes that I need to get through in other videos. So the palette that I'm going to be looking at today and trying is the new Huda palette. It's one of her little 9-pan palettes. And I got the Jaguar one. I was so drawn to this color story. Of course, any of you that know me know that I love purples. And so this smoky purple palette, just as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, I've got to have that. So out of all the other ones, I kind of liked the green one, but this one was a have to have. So I got that. And then I finally broke down and picked up the Tower 28, a blush and a bronzer. I've been wanting them for a while, and I would forget about them or, you know, whatever. So I finally picked those up. I did get my hands on one of the Melt Sex Foils. I got mine in Stargazer, so I'm pretty excited on that. I have a new brow product from NYX. It's the Lift and Snatch pen in Auburn. I have a new bronzer. This is one that came in that package from Clara, my friend in Germany, and this is Bellissima Creations in Terra del Sol. It's really pretty. It looks like it's got a sheen to it. So I thought that was beautiful. So we're going to use that today. I have another ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Blush in Yes She Did. And then I also have a highlight palette that also came from Germany. One of the pans were broken, but I did repress it. But it's got 4 creams and 2 powders. And this is from Berry M. So I think that's all of the new stuff that I have that I'm going to use today. And of course, anything else that I do not have that's new, or that's not new, I will pull from my monthly stash. Please excuse my hair. We're getting those storms from that hurricane. My hair is frizzy. I just pulled it up, and I didn't even pull it up good. Thank God this is not a hair channel. It is a makeup channel, because I don't think I'd be doing anybody any good. So I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to prime using the Benefit Porefessional, if I can find it. I just pulled it out. Okay, I've got a big one. If you watched my primer declutter, you know I've got a big one. But I'm going to go through these small primers, try to get them used up. So I've got a tiny travel size here. There we go. Got that going. I'm telling you what, there are so many new exciting releases coming up. I feel like my head is spinning. I did go ahead and pre-order the new palette from Natasha Denona. So I pre-ordered that on her site. So hopefully that will be coming pretty soon, and I'll get it pretty quickly since I pre-ordered it. I did get the Tinkerbell palette from ColourPop. I think I got a few things out of that collection. I'm going in with the Uoma foundation. Mine is in the shade 1 because I am a pale lady. Okay. Let's see, what else have I gotten that I'm waiting on? I feel like there's something else. Oh, I finally did pick up, I'm super excited. I finally picked up the palette, the Essentials palette from Vive Cosmetics. Jamie Genevieve's line. So I am super excited about that. Let's see what else is coming out. I wanted that Be Perfect palette, and I was going to get it. And then just a couple of days ago, I decided not to get it because there's a palette that's going on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty that I've wanted. It's that Too Faced, I think it Be Natural palette or whatever. And I thought between that and the Jamie Genevieve, I really didn't need the Be Perfect palette. And I mean, I only wanted that because I love the color story. Was not excited at all about the size of that palette. So I opted for that instead. Menagerie has one coming out. There's just so many things coming out, and I'm super excited about them. So, and it'll probably be this way until Christmas, I would say. I'm going pretty heavy with the concealer under my eyes this morning because I do have some dark circles. I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend Concealer. Mine is in the color... Okay, so now I'm going to open up this Tower 28 bronzer. I got mine in West Coast. So many people love Tower 28. And they're very fairly priced. It looks like this. I think I'm just going to go for it. So I'm going to take my bronzer brush and just go right in there. And start stippling that out. And hope for the best. That is a lot easier to work with than what I was expecting. It doesn't seem to be moving any of the product under. It's like it's not moving my foundation. I thought that was going to be too dark, but it's actually pretty perfect. I could actually probably go up another color. So if you're much darker than me, I would go up a different color, a little deeper, because I don't think this would show up very well. It's super pretty. It's not as glowy either once you get it blended in. I mean, it's glowy, but not what you would think. Like in the pan, it looks like it might even be just a straight up bronze highlight. But once you get on your face, that's not the case. I like that. So far, so good. So now let's try the blush. And I got mine in Beach Please. I thought this was the prettiest color. That's what she looks like. And again, I'm just going to go straight in with my brush. Tap it out on my hand a little bit. The blushes are pigmented, so be forewarned. Oh, that's a pretty color, though. That's so pretty. Two winners. Okay, so what I'm going to do is squirt this on the back of my hand. so pretty. I'm going to do a little swatch right here. That's it right there. So I'm just going to pick that up on the back of my hand and start stamping that down and just work it in with my finger. Oh my. That is so gorgeous. I love that wet foiled look. These are expensive. I think they're like $39. It smells like vinegar. It smells like, I mean, I didn't smell it until I done my nose, but it smells like that face spray that I decluttered, the Farsali. What is that? Why does stuff smell like that? Anyway, I was saying it is very expensive, but this would probably last my whole life. So, I'm not mad about it. And if I need to, I plan on reapplying after I powder, because I know that once I powder, that will take some of that down. So, now the powder is what I'm going to do. And my powder, I'm just pulling from my stash for the month. And I just shot my stash this morning. And I'm doing the Peach Perfect from Too Faced. This is one of my favorite powders. I've heard that they're discontinuing it, which pisses me off. But every time I saw it on sale on Sephora's website, I picked up one or two. So, I do have a stash built up. There's just something magical about it. It just smooths out your entire soul. But thankfully, I do like the Huda powder just as good, I think, so far. So, that will probably end up being my replacement for this. But this is such a good powder, y'all. See how smooth that just made everything? Oh, I can't talk about it enough. So if you do find it, I recommend that you snatch it up. I've never tried the other Too Faced powder, the Born This Way. I probably need to see if it is as good or, you know, similar. It may be just as good. I don't know. So now, like I said, I've got this new brow pen from NYX I'm going to try. I've not really done a lot of these pens before. So let's just pray that I'm good with it. I don't know. It makes a really good fine line. So let's brush these bald eagles up. There we go. Just start flicking through them. And I kind of go at a slant, because that's what direction my hair goes in. My natural hair. So I kind of do up, but also at a slant. If that makes any sense. Okay. Now I'm going to put a little setting spray down. This is not new either. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish Setting Spray. Hadn't used this in a while, so I thought I'd pull it out. Whew. Now then. Now I'm going to prime my eyes. And I pulled the Milani eyeshadow primer out this morning. So I'm going to prime my eyes with that. Okay. So now we're going to dive into this beautiful palette. So this is the Jaguar Wild Obsessions eyeshadow palette. I want to go ahead and just start with this smoky purple right here. So there's no sense in delaying that, because I know that's what I want to use. It's so pretty. Just knocking the color off my brush. It is a little dusty. I hope these are her good formula. I've heard good things so far. I've not really seen a lot of people reviewing these, which is shocking. Love that color. It's so pretty. Let me put this around so I can see and don't have to bend down so much. Oh, wow. That is super pretty. Okay. So I think I'm going to deepen this up using a tad of that black. This is going to be a pretty simple look, I feel. Okay. I'm going in with that middle shade on my finger, and I'm just going to place this on my lid. And I'm going all the way over, even on that black. Oh, that is so pretty. Ooh. Love, love, love. Okay, so now I'm going to take me this flat shader brush, the 203, and I'm going to go into that first purple that we used. I'm going to smoke that out on the lower lash line. Oh, love that. I am going to tie in just a tad bit of that black on the outer. Not much, just a little. I'm going to go back in with that first purple and just hit the edges of that black again, just a tad. So pretty, so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to catch up the other eye, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with the mini Xenon palette from Natasha Denona. I did pick this up just for an additional palette to add to looks if I was missing a white or a black. And so this is exactly the purpose that I got it for, is what you're seeing right now. I didn't really like any of the highlights or any of the shades in that palette for a highlight, so I just decided to go with this matte white as my highlight. If you guys want to see a look with this palette, let me know and I can do a look with it. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow look right now. So what I need to do is put on some lashes and some eyeliner, and I'll be right back. I don't know what I was thinking. I have some new mascaras to try, so I'm not going to do lashes. When I have new mascaras, I don't like to use lashes because you can't really get a good feel of the mascara. So the first one I'm going to use is this purple Essence Lash Princess. I haven't ever used it before, so I'm going to give that a try. And hopefully it's as good as the other stuff in the line. It's kind of got a little curved applicator. My lashes aren't the best in the world, but they're not the worst either. So I can't say that I like this one very much. This seems to be a very dry and sticky formula. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm going to go in with my Ciate Triple Shot Mascara, because I do not like that. Let me find a second coater, because you know I like to do two different mascaras. I'm going to do the Il Makiage. It's got the rubber bristled wand. If you can hear that music, I'm so sorry. My husband evidently does not realize that I'm recording and he's playing guitar. Thankfully, it's not an issue because my videos are not monetized. Okay, so there is the look with the mascara. So I look like I'm getting some patchiness right here. It wasn't like that when I finished. It's almost like some of that black has been swept away. Do you see that? I don't know what that is from. The other side is not doing that. And that just clumped my... I'll have to let that dry a little bit. Okay. So that is the look, the eye look. I like it. Of course, you see I did have to work with it a little bit. I don't think it's a horrible formula. I'm glad that I have it. So there's that. I like that shimmer. It could have been a lot more punchier if I would have wet it, but I like where the level it's at now. I'm going to back you guys back up. Sorry. So now let's move on with the rest of the face. I'm going to go in with this bronzer, Terra del Sol. Get my BK 102. This is going to be on the red side, probably. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. So I'm just going to take a small amount at a time and go in. Oh my gosh. That smells divine. It smells like some kind of cologne. It's not very strong. I just get a hint of it. So that's pretty. If you just go in with a light hand, as you can see, I'm just pouncing it. And I'm normally very heavy-handed on my bronzer, so I like a lot of bronze. This right here is what happens if you have too much on your brush. It goes on patchy. You see that right there? So as long as you pick it up like this and tap it on your hand, it goes on smooth. But make sure that you tap it on something so you don't get that patchiness. My hair is making big old humps. I'm just a hot mess today. Okay, I like that bronzer. It's a good summertime bronzer, actually, because of the color of it. Now for blush, I'm going to go in with this Super Shock from ColourPop. I hope it matches. Let me look. I actually think I'm going to save this for a different time. I don't really like that with this eye. So I'm going to go, this is in a ColourPop package, but this is actually a Makeup Geek blush, and it's in the shade Soulmate. It looks like that. So there we go. Now for my highlights, like I said, I'm going to go back in with more of the Sex Foil. I just dolloped another pump on the back of my hand. That one pump done my whole face last time. Sticking it back in that stipple brush. Or sticking that stipple brush back in there. And then just patting it with my finger. Can you believe that? That just looks so gorgeous. Now I'm just going to take my foundation sponge and just hit the edges. I don't want there to be a harsh edge. Oh, I'm in love with these. In love, in love, in love. It kind of reminds me of the Auric. It looks so pretty like this too whenever you put it on. It just looks so wet and beautiful. Just look. Bam. 10 out of 10 recommend these. And like I said, I know they are more on the expensive side, but this is something you'll probably only have to buy once, maybe twice in a lifetime. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. I can't get over it. I cannot. Cannot. Okay, now for my lip. I'm going to line my lips today with a lip liner that I had pulled out that has now been lost on my desk. There it is. I'm going to use the NYX lip pencil in nude pink. Just to give my lips some definition, that's all. I'll probably end up losing the liner with my lip color. Now, I think I'm going to go in with the Sephora Lip Stories in number 38. It's this dusty purple, just like that one we've had on our eyes. And I think I'm going to hit the center of it with Buxom's White Russian. That's exactly what I was going for. Okay, guys. Let me hit my face with some setting spray. This is the final look. I hope you guys liked it. I've enjoyed everything that I tried today. The only thing that I did not like was this mascara. Everything else was a win so far as the first impression is concerned. So stick with me, and at the end of September, during my monthly roundups, I will let you know what my final thoughts are all these products after using them a couple of times. So guys, thank you for joining in on this video and watching. I know it's been a long one, but sometimes you just got to do a long one. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell and give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't like longer videos. And I will see you guys in my next one. Love you. God bless.